Nigga said molded a stealth bomber, bitch. Google right now, folks. Y'all don't know how much a stealth bomber costs. I don't either. A lot. You can't have none of it. That's what he said.
not a man bit.
You can't. A motherfucking thing.
What you want? Go get it.
You thought you was gonna come in here and fucking you wasn't on the chronic then. You know what I'm saying? Like
he wasn't shooting in the gym.
You wasn't a founding member of NWA. Shit. Hi everybody. So I'm having a fun day.
As you should.
Yep.
As we should. And we'll get into that for those of you out there who have no clue why or what we're discussing. I mean, you don't have to know, but you should know. We should know.
Yeah, I mean, if
we should know.
I guess if you're like a hip hop fan or just like a fan of
I was talking about men,
stuff.
but yeah.
All niggas know. Like it's not a I feel like it's not a man in LA County who don't know.
Oh, word?
He did what? Man, sound the alarm, goddamn.
So we got one. We got one. So welcome. Hey everybody.
Duval said, City Boys, we up.
Yep, we up. What's the number? What's the count right now? We don't know the count.
I don't know.
I think he stopped counting months ago.
Yeah.
It's been so many wins and losses. So many people have been saved and some have fallen by the wayside, but yet we still rise. City Boys alive.
Hilarious.
Welcome to JustADopeAssPodcast. Hello, everybody out there. Welcome. Come on in on this lovely.
Good evening, good afternoon, good midday, whenever you hear this shit.
Good night.
Yeah. Go to fuck to sleep.
Take your ass. Not to sleep now. Like, go to sleep after we're done. Well, no. Go to sleep after the next podcast is done. Then you can go to sleep.
Don't go to sleep till 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to sleep.
You gotta hear
till
us and then never not extra afterwards.
Yep,
but
don't go
after that, then you can go to sleep. But until then.
Y'all know this.
Welcome.
Thursday is the late day.
It is the late day. So, welcome again. Just a Dope Ass Podcast. I am DC.
Hi, I'm TJ. How you doing?
TJ,
hey.
Chad Awesome, aka all those things.
Word.
Welcome. Hope everybody out there is having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a lovely evening, setting up your drink. You just got home from work, just got out of traffic, you're getting a little nightcap ready.
Oh yeah, this is prime. Like you walked in the door. What is it? 7:04. Depending on your drive, you walked in the door. Let's give you like an hour. So you walked an hour ago. You got all the fucking day off you. Even if it's not like you didn't take a shower, but you just got all just all the fucking day's energy. Wherever you was at. Zoom calls. You slammed that computer down. Oh yeah.
Fuck all that.
Yeah, this is good. This might be like second drink time. You good and loose now.
It depends on how far you stay. Because there's some people that got off work at like whatever. Say you got off work at 5. They just now getting home.
True.
They done dropped all their shit by the door. They taking their clothes off as they going towards whichever room. Whether it's the bathroom because you've been sitting in the car for so long.
You Zoomers, though, you niggas is lit. You niggas is drunk on Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all who was Zooming today, y'all was drunk.
It's in your coffee mug.
Yeah,
you've been sipping
y'all might have
tea all day.
Y'all might have been drunk. And then it depends on what kind, because like a lot of ladies out there probably wine drunk, which is some really dirty shit. Wine drunk is nasty.
It is. It makes them feel special and sensual.
Yeah, your wine drunk is some fucked up shit.
Like Henny drunk is like, get up, nigga, I want some ass.
Yeah.
Wine drunk is like,
vodka drunk.
How was your day?
Vodka drunk, y'all can keep it. Tequila drunk is cool. Gin drunk is dangerous. Gin drunk is dangerous as fuck. Like I called myself trying to be like support black-owned businesses, and I bought like Snoop's recent gin.
Uh-huh.
I haven't tried it yet because I just really feel like I like something like I had it and I was like, oh, all right. Like I haven't touched gin in a long time, and then I'm like, okay, Snoop has the gin, and I'm just like, I'm scared of where this is gonna go.
To the 90s, it's going back in time.
Yeah, I feel like Snoop really probably Snoop like he did. Snoop. He doesn't fuck around. I believe in his products, which makes me terrified of like Snoop and gin. Like
somebody getting lit off it.
Yeah, somebody somewhere. There's a lot of people that are doing the liquor thing. Shit, him, The Rock has I haven't tried it though. The Rock has his little Terramana. It seems like it's supposed. That don't seem like he's supposed to fuck. Like Terramana seems like he named it some shit where it feels like once you drink it, that's like a yeah, you need to do some shit, like some important shit. Maybe not even war, but it just needs to be important. It has to have like a montage to it when you drink it.
Like your posture's supposed to get straight and your chest poke
it's
out.
Supposed to be some real shit. So I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do. But Dwayne, if you want to come by and talk about it,
feel free.
Do it.
Or Uncle 40, he got a whole line of whatever you looking for. He got it.
Yeah, he's really the blueprint. I don't have no jokes for 40.
Not at all. Whatever type of
whatever he's doing it like
very well.
Yeah,
and has
exquisitely.
Been. Told you about it years ago, and it is coming into fruition. That's how you're supposed to do it. He didn't fall into it. Like he told you like 5 years ago. Like yeah, I'm gonna do.
He
this.
really is the blueprint of like just make sure you can eat in your own backyard, and you'll really be like set for life.
Yep.
Like cool, you can have national recognition, which he has. Can literally, get on a track with anybody, do anything he wants to, but literally is like, if I don't want to fucking like talk to y'all for like 6 years, like I'm doing great.
I'm completely fine.
Him, I don't know if anybody's checked on like Young Dro, but Young Dro dropped a bar like that like years ago. So I like to assume like Young Dro is living it up in Atlanta. I don't know, but I like to keep that in my mind.
I think Young Dro will be a different level in comparison to 40. Like 40, we know he's living comfortably.
40's not.
He's fine. He's making money all the way around. Dro just might be comfortable for Dro.
Word. Which still could be a bar. Like do you?
I mean, yeah, find whatever your lane is and you get in it and you stay comfortably and you just enjoy it. Do what you got to do. Do what you need to do. That actually kind of transitioned into my quote of the day.
Lit. Look at this fucking synergy.
Hey, it just kind of pops up that way.
You some bitches.
Quote of the day: don't spend your money paying for something you don't need.
That's extremely practical, and I'm here for it.
Yes, and it's not even talking about finances. It's just in general. Don't pay for something that you don't need. Whatever that payment is, whether it's time, whether it's energy, whether it's your attention, whatever it is, don't spend or don't pay for anything that you don't need.
I dig it. Like per the usual, but I dig it just on like the regular money. Yeah, like that was it for me.
Yeah, I don't need you.
Yep. But on every level, I fuck with that.
As you should.
It's actually a bar.
As you should. So,
I dig that kind of like it's creeping. I feel like I know we talk about it like privately, but I feel like that vibe is creeping in certain artists. I'm a fan of it. It don't even got to sweep the entire industry, or industries. But I like that it's like sprinkled. Like 21's doing his thing. Chop is doing his thing. Fucking Dirk in the fucking truck. I like it. I'm like
everybody's talking about the same thing. Don't just rely on one thing. Get to work. Put your money where it needs to go, to where it's going to continue to grow for you. Create some lanes for yourself. Create some lanes for other people. Increase yourself in a multitude of different ways. Don't just get comfortable sitting in one spot. You got your ass groove in the couch. Like, no, you got a whole couch, bitch. You use that whole thing. God damn it. Put multitask. Put the computer on this side. Put a drink on this side. Like, multitask.
I like the Dirk move, too, because it's not like, not knocking anybody's thing. But, sometimes I feel like everybody gets oversaturated with the, I'm in insert entertainment field, acting, right, singing, whatever the fuck. And then it's like, I do makeup, or I do clothes, or I have a boutique. And that nigga said, no, we're trucking. Like, I'm doing truck shit. And I just feel like, for a certain group of niggas, you might really be like, oh, shit, I literally did not know that was an option.
Right.
So him doing that, even if niggas don't get into trucking, it's like, oh, shit, I can open like a fucking whatever XYZ company that has fuck all to do with, because, lo and behold, like when you start talking to the niggas who really have longevity, the motherfuckers be like, no, man, I own 4 and 5 of these over here, 7 of those. None of these things have to do with entertainment or servicing people in the ways that we're used to. Like I got a whole, logistics company or whatever. And you're like, oh shit. Yeah, I don't tell anybody that because,
nobody expects it. It also helps you learn because you're taking your money that you earned in one avenue and you're taking a risk in another one where nobody knows you, nobody cares. Like, you can be whoever and come into this tech world. That's great. Like, kind of like a millionaire. You're a rapper. That's great. You came into the tech world. We don't give a fuck who you are. How are you going to make this money grow? Like, do you know what you're talking about? Oh, you actually do know what you're talking about, and you're doing very well at this? Well, here, take more money. Like, that's how it's supposed to go. Challenge yourself in different avenues, but also make your money work for you.
He did so well. That nigga was like, music. What? Music?
I haven't touched a keyboard in years.
Do you know, like, how much, like, I made off investing in this app? Like,
right.
Music.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. Like, oh, you guys can call me a one-hit wonder all you want to. Little do you know, I had albums, but still.
Yeah, just, like, what's, like, we've had this conversation 50,000 times, but, artists, majority of them, a lot of them, especially hip-hop, look like us. So I like seeing, you know, motherfuckers like say a 40 who's like, when he drops a project, you can just damn near 100% know he was like, I just felt like dropping this.
I just did this because I enjoyed this.
Yeah, not like, oh shit, I owe these motherfuckers. I got like 3 or 4 albums left. I'm stuck
Nope,
in
I
a
don't have to
fucking
do none of
shit
that.
deal, and I can't really go whatever. 40's like, I don't want to do shit but pay myself, and I felt like dropping an album today, or
Right.
I'm a fucking just some more T-Pain gratitude, folks. And he was just like, I have too much music, so here you go.
I'm getting rid of some of this because I'm going to give this to somebody else, and they actually have this version coming out, and they're on my label. So shout out to them as well. Like, you can promote yourself and also promote somebody else that's bringing you money as well with the same like just doing it because you thoroughly enjoy it. That's what you should be doing with your life, people. I can't speak for everybody. Do it because you enjoy it. Like us, we're here because we enjoy it.
Sweating, but I like it here.
That's right. Like 2 balls in a sack.
Look at that glisten, man. Is this how the girls do in their fucking little makeup videos? Look at the light and the glisten.
I want to hope in their video they not all sweaty. I don't know how to. I don't watch those things. It has nothing to do with me.
I don't know. I assume they do. They always be having the light on them, and I know, like me, if you look at me,
Yeah,
I'll bust out and start sweating.
Them lights get a little toasty, but again, it's a makeup tutorial, and I mean, as a man, has nothing to show me.
Oh,
it's certain types of men that watch that, and that's for them. But for me, as in the type of man that I am, that has nothing. It doesn't interest me at all. I'll see the after effects when you post it on Instagram.
Yeah, I've never gone through like the whole thing. I've gone through like some of those, like the ones where they're like exfoliating and shit.
Yeah,
no. I'm like, oh, those are cool. Those have like, I could apply that. I could get some like whatever the fuck.
Right.
Soap.
If it's talking about general skincare, yes, I have skin.
Oh yeah, those.
And I like to care for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me figure out how to.
I like watching them in theory. Like I never practice it. I'm like, oh, that's great, and they bust out like 7 products. I was like, I'm gonna just get with the soap.
Look,
but
I got soap and a Primer Stone. I'm gonna get the scrubbing and scraping on the feet, keep them nice and smooth. The hands, keep them nice and smooth. Clip my nails, toes and feet. Man groom.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. Keep it skate.
Other than that, yeah, it's smooth as eggs, baby.
Maniscaped.
Smooth as eggs. Other than that, I'm not applying foundation. Like I got.
Oh no, that's a lot. I mean, no diss to y'all if y'all doing that.
Yeah, if that's your thing, do your thing.
I
got masks. I don't use the mask. I've had them for a while. I've yet to sit down and pamper myself and give myself a nice charcoal peel mask.
Yikes. That's another thing. Like I think I definitely look at that shit the way I feel like other people probably look at anime. Because if you like, here's the X amount of this, that, and the third, and you use this much whatever soap, and after that you use the whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, I got some lotion,
right,
and I'm gonna go hit the dry spots.
Wash, rinse, repeat. Oh. I think that's kind of the little feedback.
Indeed, y'all gonna be over with this live, baby.
Right. I think that's one of the benefits to growing up in a single mom household. Like I learned about the skincare stuff. She didn't go too deep into it, but she let me. What do you? Your skin too damn dark. It's gonna soak up all that. Like here, use this. Put some baby oil in your lotion, and then you shake it. See this? She gave me little tips and tricks here and there. So I've always been able to kind of, before like. Not to consider myself that, but before the whole like metrosexual terminology came out and all, like I just take care of yourself, nigga. Like put some powder on your balls, put some in your shirt. Like it ain't got nothing to do with being metro, nigga. Just make sure you don't stink.
Shit like that is always funny. Like niggas, I mean, I guess word to Thor, like all words are made up, but like niggas just literally was like metrosexual. I know it was some old niggas like, bro, I just like to wash my ass.
Right.
Motherfucking metros. What is that?
Because I put some baby powder on my balls.
I like to wash my ass, nigga. That's not a thing.
Right.
Just wash your motherfucking ass.
That's all you got to do. Makes it ladies like you to smell good, look good, and it makes you feel good. Just do the shit because you're supposed to. Nigga. If you're fat, nigga, put some powder in them rolls. Get some deodorant and rub it up in there. Keep them fresh.
Old niggas really was different. Like I remember, like one time I was like, I think I maybe just graduated. Let's say like 22, 23. And like my uncle was like, what you finna go out? And I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm going out, with the homies, what you do? And he was like, that what you wearing? I was like, yeah. And he was dead serious. He's like, y'all don't never wear like suits? I was like, you mean like a whole suit to go out? He was like, yeah. Like suit, hat, shoes, like real shoes, like with and he clicked with the bottoms. I was like, no, man. I was like, I'm not going to a wedding. He was disgusted. He was like, y'all don't. We gonna have to get you something. Like, we don't have to get.
We don't have to. Where I'm aware.
I was like, where I'm gonna wear a suit to? Like,
right.
I'll be the only nigga in the fucking.
But that's a shift in mindset. Because back then, like, people were working in the fields in slacks and hard bottoms with suspenders and shit. They rolled, like, literally the terminology of rolling your sleeves up. Because niggas had dress shirts and a hat on, and got a damn dress shirt derby and some boots, some hard bottom boots, and you out there in the fields just
That's why them niggas
tilling.
That's how you know them niggas like really beat y'all up. Like your grandfather, like you're only gonna beat him because he's old. Like he'll beat you the fuck. Cause that nigga was able to beat niggas up while sliding across the floor with hard bottom shoes with no grip. And you niggas out here like can't even beat niggas up in tennis shoes. Old niggas are terrifying.
They are, and still have a whole spread. Like have a whole go in their room, whole spread. All the colognes is laid out, everything like they in the goddamn military. Like that's a whole different level of organized thought.
Like niggas out here have like, even me included, like have whole explicative things going into a fight. Like you get like a lot of like, motherfucker. Old niggas say like one cuss word, but it sounds, I dust your junky ass off. Whoa, man. What'd he say? Hey, wait, shut up, man. Don't say nothing to him. Relax. I didn't even mean it, bro. Did you hear how he said that? I'm not even, how do you dust junk? Right. Have you ever dusted junk off? Knock it off. We don't want no problems with him.
And he's going to actually going to tell you, I'm going to tell you one time. And he literally gonna tell you one time and you're gonna start swinging, whether it's hard punches or not. You see old people fight; they ain't hitting like they used to. But I'm gonna tell you once, and then I'm swinging. These days, tell you once, and then we shooting because we got hit, and then we had to go to the trunk because now our pride is hurt.
Which is a feminine trait, like just terrible feminine, not like bad on like women, like just that was like really OD feminine energy, like just like you can have OD masculine energy, but like. That shit's not a masculine trait. Just so you guys know, like it's not like that's not real nigga shit. Like you niggas are weird.
That's Proud Boy behavior.
Those fucking fucks. There's a lot going on politically, folks. So you know what? That's a good jumping off point because a lot of things have happened in the past like 2 days. Yep. So if you're not aware, there's an election on the way. So vote or do something meaningful as an alternative.
Just vote. Just wait until it's time to vote and just vote. Yeah. All the other shit that happens up until then, just who cares? Vote
or everybody, let's do group move to Ghana. Whatever the choice is.
You can do both.
Yeah.
Ooh. Before we get into it.
Yes.
We can all come together and decide to all hear me out. We can all decide to vote for Trump and then leave.
If we can
get everybody on board with the plan, all vote for Trump. Yes, blacks for Trump. All of us support Trump. Here you go. 4 more years. Do what you want. And then immediately after we cast those votes. All right, everybody on the ship.
If history proves anything, that would be the time where like them niggas would be like, where is the red phone? He would have a red cell phone and be like, let's blow up everything else. Because if if Black Wall Street's any fucking inclination, like, the niggas out there doing good? Fuck that. Blow it up.
I just want everybody to know that they left here. They went back to Africa. We don't know what's going on over there, but we hear they have a lot of wonderful things, and we just need to know what's going on. So I'm sending some troops over there. We're going to find out what they have. We're going to try to work with them collaboratively. I feel like that's too big a word for him.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs collaborative. But he would get upset and definitely, nope, stay out of Wakanda, keep your ass out. But that would be a wonderful idea. In my mind, just fuck it up and then leave.
That would be good if it was like a good plan and we all were on board to just fuck it up and then leave. I'm actually not opposed to that. Now that I think about it, that's actually like that sounds massive level trolly enough to where I dig it.
Yes, very dubious.
Okay, so let's try to unpack parts of this fucking shit. Because it's
a shit show.
It is.
Starting
shit show.
With
shit shows.
Debate.
Yeah, shit show is almost like understatement of the year. Because like watching the debate, right? I remember like in school.
You watched it?
Yeah. I tried to like, because I just like, in my mind, I did not watch. Here's the thing that fucked me up about it too. I did not watch it under the guise that I was going to get some like, oh my God, they know the facts. I just was like, I wonder like how much of a shit show it's going to be. Like I really was like, okay, I'll give it like 10 minutes. And I was captivated because they kept one-upping how fucking shitty it could be. I was like, they're going to like... So I was like, okay. I was like, damn, nigga, they're really gonna just fucking like
right.
The whole thing was just both sides like
this is gonna be bad. Let me watch it and see how bad it's gonna be.
Yeah, and it was weird watching like how shitty politics is on like either side. How like, because you look at people like who are Trump people who you just like, even if you're one flat out racists, but the stupid ones, people who are just out here just he talks really good. He like he has a voice like, oh yeah, that's completely correct. The thing you even sent me today where it's like, if you guys go to like Now This, any political thing, they're gonna tell you like what he said. He was flat out lying. That's not true. Not even like, oh, that's kind of he embellished. Like, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. But he was saying it hard as fuck.
Right.
So if you're just the casual dummy, which in general majority of
his supporters,
yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, he's clearly right. You see how I said it. Meanwhile, on the other side, things Biden said weren't actually like untrue, but he just would you shut up? Like he just getting frustrated. You're a clown. I'm like, bro, like
hold it together.
And the thing about that is just to give it like an honest critique is like, no, I definitely don't want Orange Boy like flat out as any time. I don't want him to be the fucking assistant manager at Popeyes
at all.
But looking at Biden, I'm like, I really would like you to be able to kind of command more of your like have more, be able to have a little more poise and shit. Because nigga, you do have to go in rooms and shit with other motherfuckers who run other countries,
right.
And I can't have you in.
We need him to be. We would need him to be the black version of himself in the memes that we create for him.
Yeah,
we would need him to be that.
I don't know if he got that.
No, he doesn't.
And it just was like, he just seems like he was just always stutter stepping over words, over information. Like he just has a hard time processing information, which I'm like, well, damn, man, do I want a motherfucker who like, just feel like he need a fucking tune up. Like, like I need a nigga who needs a hard reboot every 30 minutes or this raging monstrous racist. The only thing about him when like is people like keep acting surprised that he says wild racist shit. I'm like, bro, he is who he is. Like he's not been any different. This is not a surprise. The only thing that just is surprising is that people are really still engaging with either one of them, but especially him as if there's somebody who really is qualified and knows what they're talking about. Because he just doesn't. Like, that's just not a thing. He's like, I didn't run on, like, being a good fucking president. I just saying shit, and people are just like, I like the shit he says.
Right.
Like,
I like peaches.
What was that shit when fucking, when Lois got up there and she was like, 9-11. And they were like, oh my God, yes, she's 9-11. Oh my God. That's all him. Like the entire debate was him just saying like, and things are evil and he's wrong. And like, what? Like,
I hate that face. I hate that face before he got elected, but I hate that. It's like this.
That shit is
that
wild.
Turtleneck. It just recedes into itself.
And now it's just like, and that's another thing. I mean, bring them to the light and all this other shit, but everybody acting like the Proud Boys. Oh my, beat their ass, bro.
That's
like,
all you got to do.
If that's what I'm saying, like, okay, like they always have a brand new fucking whatever your name you want to call it. Where our beat ass group? That's my question. Like everybody out there, like, oh my God, the fucking the Proud Boy. Where's our beat ass group? Like everybody, like, yeah, get a beat ass group. Yeah,
Latin
y'all,
Kings, Vice Lords,
all y'all, like, wrap it up, fucking once a week. Y'all can still get mad y'all can still get mad at each other, but once a week I want y'all to go out there and just beat their ass. Like just T fuck that. Just as and nigga them. Like fuck them niggas, like all these stupid ass, like that's dumb.
I mean, it's only dumb because we know they're not coming to our areas.
No.
They're going to go to whatever southern state they're in or Midwest state that they're in. They're going to go to whatever public little area and rally together and have a hoedown of a hootenanny or a barn burner of an event. But you're really not, you ain't going to no areas of the type of people that you claim you dislike and want to establish your dominance over. You're not doing it.
Yeah.
They never have.
And I don't like,
well, I won't say never. In recent times, they have not.
I don't like that, like people are out here just like, once again, even like, I mean, I like all these news outlets that are keeping people abreast, of course. But I'm always just like, it makes me like, it irks me a little bit that motherfuckers be coming to them and like trying to, it always sounds like they're trying to talk to them and like play to like, you know, their decency or some shit. Like, so you're out here searching, and they get all caught up like, well, I didn't come out here to, yes, they did, bro. Like, they came out here to hurt people. So that's fine. Stop trying to like make them see the error of their ways. You knew what you was doing when you came out here. So we about that action, boss.
So did you come out here to beat up Democrats, anybody that ain't y'all, or black people? Which one was it? We know you came out here to fight somebody, goddammit. Like, which one was it? Like, this is a multiple choice, A, B, or C.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just usually, like, per the usual, my usual frustration is us going, I can't believe in 2020. Yes, bro, 2020 Proud Boys exist. Like, racists exist. The KKK. Just beat their ass. Like, when you like everybody get together. Let's get our own, like, you know, beat the shit out of bigots group. You know, I'm not saying don't start no shit, but if the shit gets started with us, then, you know, word to Pop Vasquez, man, make racists afraid again. Like, I beat you the fuck up out here. I beat the shit out one of you niggas. Like,
I beat the fuck out of one of these
like,
fuck
what
niggas.
the fuck? Like, all this, I can't believe fucking
yes, you
Rock'em
can.
Sock this. They out here. Like, they're terrible. Like, they exist, so what? Like, yeah.
I don't think we're surprised at that. We're not surprised that these groups exist because they've been around. They just changed their name. And before, like, it was the Tea Party.
They love having a fucking good name. Like, we're the Proud Boys. We're the blah, 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 blah. Like, shut the
What was
fuck
the Tiki Torch dudes?
Pussies.
I mean, we know that.
Fuck niggas. Pussy. Fuck niggas. What?
I wonder if they feel offended, like if they come across an extremely hood Southern dude that call them, "Hey, you puss ass fuck nigga." Like, hold up, wait a minute. How dare you call me a nigga? Like, is that a compliment or a disrespect to them?
I don't know.
Because you wish you could be one of us, so I can't call you a nigga for
I'm
real.
a redneck. I'm white trash. Like, they be really trying to like adopt that shit. Like, it's a power.
It's no different than us calling ourselves niggas. It's a derogatory term that we accepted to try to make ourselves feel like we don't need that shit for real. And then that's a whole nother conversation when it comes to the N-word, but we don't need it per se.
You're right, man. I'm saying rock 'em, sock 'em, man. Sock these niggas, bro. Like,
Till their head pop off.
Yeah, like, and I mean that. I don't mean punching them. I mean sock these niggas, bro. Like, I remember, like, you know, middle school, high school, for Nick, like, wow, he socked that nigga, bro. Like, that's different. Like, yeah, like, nigga, like, oh, he socked. Like, yeah, a nigga get socked. That's different. I bet you, like, anytime, I bet you, like, anytime a niggas got socked, that changed your life. Like, that nigga really socked that nigga, bro. Like, whoa.
One Punch Man status.
Yeah, like, sock that nigga, bro. I should have named that. Sock these niggas. That's what you need. Sock them.
I should wear that.
That's going to be on a shirt. Sock these niggas.
No, it's just going to be a shirt with Saitama on the front. That's it. Like, I'm just here. It's going to be a black Saitama. Just look with the dead, straight face and all. Just
gang. If you don't watch One Punch Man, like, he's bald.
Like, he got a police face and all.
Yeah, he don't have no.
He got a cop face.
I don't know how y'all be doing that. Honestly, like, I just feel like, you know, no diss. Unless you that dude.
What's that?
Nah, not him. Fuck no.
The Rock.
What's that name? Goggins. The dude.
Oh,
that nigga can do whatever.
David Goggins.
Yeah, he's a different motherfucker. He could yeah, I'm not fucking with him
because he just tortures himself to prove himself a point, which I'm cool with it.
That nigga said, I'm gonna run from fucking Sacramento to fucking San Diego and talk shit the whole time. Pussy, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating a sandwich, nigga. Fuck no, what?
You're eating? You took time off to eat? You can't eat while you run, you soft piece of shit. Like, my bad.
He was on
Get hard.
I saw, get hard. Like, that's also, like, that term, like, I know I'm over sexualizing it, but still, nigga, like, I feel like that's what he says. Get hard. We're gonna fuck. Like, whoa, sir. Like, you
calm down. You don't want to romance it a little bit? But do you also have to think, like, in situations with, like, the Peanut Butter Boys, whatever they are, like, we have people like them on our side. Like, I've read his book. He went through racism when he was younger. He is ready. He is ready, willing, and able.
Up on motherfuckers like him.
No,
they be running up on.
And he was in the military. Like, how many of us are in the military for real? We make up a good portion of the military. Armed forces of all the cops, we may not have them on our side. That's a whole other situation. But military, armed forces, all that, if you really like, if civil war really pops off after the election, do you really think you have a chance?
Only thing that would I really think bother us is that we're wildly unorganized, but if Facebook niggas and Twitter niggas could just find a happy middle ground, I believe in us. It's just it just be those
world star.
Yeah, just everybody world star in this direction, and we figure if we just have that, if that's all right about now, as long as we just have a whole banding call for this one thing, look, we could not whatever, but these motherfuckers we all stomp that ass. Now we can go back to whatever, but as a unit, stomp that motherfucking ass over there. If that's the thing, yeah, that's cool.
Any white dude with a buzz cut and some cargo shorts.
But they don't be, are you right? They don't really be running down on us. Them motherfuckers be at fucking the University of Washington English club meetings and being fucking with them motherfuckers. And niggas a second year poetry major.
Right. They don't go looking for us. They'll wait until they're having a quote unquote rally or protesting or whatever it is they want to consider themselves doing in public in a group. And when maybe a sprinkle of us or some of our allies are at that event, speaking against them, I'm just here because you're having this and I'm anti that, so I'm over here on this side of the street. That's the only time they'll go over and confront somebody, is because they came out. You came here, this is supposed to be our space, our time, so we're going to show you why you shouldn't be here and run you out of here. Other than that, you're not really going to, you're not. And you're only picking on the people that came out with the sign. You didn't come out there with somebody that came out there yeah. I just came out here just to wait for y'all to say something. I'm just here just in case somebody say something. I'm just going to walk through y'all whole thing and I'm just going to wait. And as soon as somebody say something, I'm swinging. You're not picking on that guy. You're picking on the skinny guy
more often, because it seemed like the only ones we be really trying to meet them at weird areas. They out there ready to cuss, spit, and fight, and we be up there go with God as we walk. Man, beat that nigga ass, bro. If you was gonna go up there, then you there to swing. Otherwise, you could have stayed at home and just organized some shit. Fuck these niggas if we not doing that. But
we gotta organize how they used to do back in the day with the votes. You gonna get us a bus. Yeah. Everybody pack on the bus. This what you want to do? Get on this bus. We gonna take you over here. This was gonna have
you should. I'm only showing
drop you off with a sack lunch. Let you go do your thing.
Yeah, I don't understand going to a Trump rally unless I'm going to beat somebody ass. Other than that, if we gonna fucking organize, what we gonna do? We gonna just sit here and let them scream? I'm not here to change minds. Fuck these niggas. Fuck them for life. If you want to change your ways, then come over here and learn. Other than that, bitch, fuck you every day on site, nigga. Fuck y'all. But help you with all this goddamn, how could you feel? Fuck you, man. Proud motherfucker. I'm be proud to beat your ass. That's it. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Let me we need to be better. Fuck, I'm better than them. Fuck them. Shut up. Shut up. Dirty motherfuckers. And let me the same motherfuckers up there talking all that shit. And then say, motherfucker, think about this nigga up here to pay, he paid damn near the price of a PS4 and an Xbox for all year of taxes.
Right.
And y'all up here they're taking that motherfucker right there.
Him. He.
Just talk about it. Talk about get your man.
Right. All that black people are living off welfare and stealing from the government and all that you think is true when it's really y'all. Common sense. If you guys are the majority, that means you're using the majority of the money. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Anyway. I'm going to spend that's what y'all can have for my taxes.
Nigga said, logical argument, huh? Fuck, that's the niggers who did it.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that makes sense? Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that over there. Let's go completely against that.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't got nothing for y'all, man. This is dumb. I don't feel bad for him. When this is, the whole time he's sitting up there and it's yo, man, you didn't even have to go in fucking, I don't know, ninth grade what was it, history or whatever, just the little bullshit that you learn about anything remotely political in high school. That's what that was. I was just the whole time watching it, I was there's, even if you're not fucking I don't give a shit if you're right, conservative, fucking liberal, whatever, you had to watch that and go, this nigga's not making sense. I want, I'm fucking with my party and all this other bullshit, but that shit right there were just bold-faced fucking lies. It didn't make any sense.
That's only for them to understand. Because I feel like the majority of us watched it kind of the same way you are. I'm just going to sit down and see. I know this is going to shit. I just want to see what kind of shit and how much. People are like, oh, are you not watching the debate? Why? I know where this is headed. I'm not even wasting my time. I know show up on this date to vote. I know what the vote is going to be just because it has to be that at this point. Other than that, I don't care about shit that happens up to. We know what to expect.
Like they're just flat out 100% like textbook. The bullshit, like the politicking you see on TV where it's like he's cutting deals and he's not like they did that.
It's
like
full blown Law and Order.
Yeah, like the exact like, oh, he's a dirty bullshit politician. Like it was, I'm like, oh, y'all niggas really like took that scene from Law and Order or whatever. Like this is not even, y'all not even trying to pretend like
not at all.
This is an actual job that requires any type of like thought. You just get up here and say shit. And I'm just looking at Biden. I'm like, bro, my problem with you is you've been a politician for real for years. And like, you know how to debate.
Fucking up in line since day one.
Yeah, like you know how to debate. And that nigga was up there like, what's my line?
Because he spent the last 8 years letting a black man do all the work and do all the talking, and he forgot what he was supposed to be. Like, you got a job too, and you do know there's stuff you're supposed to do here, right?
There's a meme, and that's exactly what. And it's funny if you weren't like, you know, until you just think about the gravity up. These people are literally in positions of power that determine how shit in our life goes. Because it was
white man.
There was that fucking meme where that nigga was like, well, and Trump was like, your son was a crackhead. He was on crack doing drugs. And that's literally how he said that shit. He was like, you talk about your son? Huh? We didn't talk about that, bitch. Like, oh, these niggas is some catty. It was like Bad Girls Club presidency. That shit is sick.
It's just like how they are in college. Privileged ass, entitled white boys. They got some money to go to college, and they feel like because my family does such and such, or I'm connected to this, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
You can't be on my boat.
Right.
Out here. Fuck it.
I don't even give a shit about class or learning or any of that. I'm gonna skate my way through. And then when I get into politics, I'm skating my way through that as well, which is what Biden has done.
Man.
He skated all this. You had to work for a little bit, and then once you clicked up with Obama, you have skated since then. Michelle put in more work and gave more speeches than Joe.
They gave her a fucking just sidebar. Like, I saw that preview for like, they got a show coming out and it's like First Ladies, Michelle Obama. And I'm like, just say the Michelle Obama show.
That's all you got to say.
Don't nobody give a fuck about
any other First Lady ever in history.
Fuck about none of y'all First Ladies. We give a fuck about Michelle Obama, nigga. Like, First Ladies, Michelle Obama dish. Bitch, that's the show. You think I'm going to sit up here and watch a fucking show about Ivana?
Show.
Ivanka? Whatever the fuck, which one of her
She's done absolutely nothing. She did more before.
What the fuck I look like? But watch a show about her?
Right.
What?
She did more for Playboy than she's done in the presidency.
Her book, when it's over, about how much she really hate this nigga, that shit.
I can't.
Man, she gonna drop a fire ass like, oh, I hated this nigga the whole. I was a victim.
She gonna pull up.
I did not want to love him anymore, but I was. Is that her accent? Whatever. The fuck
I don't know what her. She gonna talk for real. She gonna pull up and talk like goddamn old Uncle Shay with a black and mild and some hand. Let's really talk.
Why does Trump look like he bathes in oily orange taco sauce? I don't know.
That's Orange Julius, in case you ain't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, nigga, like, cause he nasty, but that's a good question.
Maybe it's not even like, it's just dirt.
He might not wash his ass.
It's possible.
That's crazy.
Because the way he just looks super unkept and unathletic, I can't see him having enough athleticism to wash himself thoroughly.
You know what? You make a good point.
I don't see how he plays that much golf and you still look like that.
Damn, nigga, it's funky in them dirty ass suits.
Them crevices are
crazy. Yeah, yo.
You don't give a fuck about your toupee.
That nigga got the Oval Office smelling like hot dog water.
I don't. Well,
that's
crazy. And wet puppy.
Yikes! That's nasty.
Yeah, I can't.
Trump don't wash his ass, y'all. Y'all heard it here first, man. Trump don't wash his ass.
I would not be surprised.
Yikes! That's not even 10. Or that's just fucking dirt.
I have no idea what it is. It could just be a bad. I don't know if it's bad tanning, whatever. Either way,
it really makes no sense because like to have all that money and it's like you can't get a better hairpiece, my G. Like they got like
that's the point that I'm making. You care so little about your hair, and that's the thing you care the most about.
Look, let's scoot Tory Lanez to the side. Like just Tyga. Tyga is really out here existing off of Belasco plays alone.
Yes,
and he got his hair fixed. Like like his hair is perfect. Like got the whole thing back.
Right.
Trump has been a fucking gajillionaire
for forever. He was too focused on getting underage women. That's why.
He was. Trump probably smells like 2 bags of fuck that shit. At least 2 bags. 2 bags.
That was generous.
Yeah,
that was
2
generous.
bags is low, man. Like, and I mean big industrial, like the big industrial bags that you put in big. Yeah.
The bullshit he talks smells like 2 bags alone.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Like oral, like hygiene, like.
That's why he makes that face because he's trying to bag up.
Oh yeah,
he's trying to bag up off the mic when that breath hit him. He got to, these little things.
Trump
they trap your breath all in there.
Trump don't floss. That's crazy. That's wild.
Is it though?
I mean, no, but I wouldn't like. I'm not surprised. I just feel like we should talk about this more. Like that's what. Like I'm not saying be up here, but clearly Biden doesn't seem to have the fucking like wherewithal to not meet him where he at. So bitch, if you gonna do it, do it. I saw a meme that was like, look, when they go low, I go to hell. So that's what like shit Biden. I'm like, nigga, go through the flow, dog. Like your hair fucked up, you fat, your dick small, your titties bigger than you. Like I would just be up there roasting this nigga the whole debate. Like fuck this nigga's trash.
Biden could literally hire the ex-president of Mexico to do the bidding for him.
Man.
Because he pulls no punches.
Fucking bring in a tag team partner. Because Trump really was like, you could tell Trump just had like a list of like Biden fuck ups. Yeah, because the crime bill. Now what, bitch? Like, all right.
That's it. That's the only go-to you got. But for you, we got this long list of bullshit that you didn't
like,
do in a short span of time.
Biden, like, even if you're going to go fuck it, it's be like, bro, didn't you take out an ad? Like, I'd immediately, didn't you take out like a whole ad in newspaper for like the Central Park 5?
You did.
Didn't you do that? That was you, right? Like,
and doubled and tripled down on national television as well.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he. I mean, you don't want it to be it's bullshit. So fucking just sling mud. I would immediately come out the gate. So the second debate, we're gonna talk about.
We don't talk about shit. Nobody in this country expects them to talk about anything of importance. Unfortunately,
if I was Biden, I'd be like, like they'd be like, yo, this is our first, our second debate. We're gonna try to keep it whatever. And he'd ask a question, and he'd be like, Mr. President, you have 2 minutes to explain whoop doop doop about the economy. And he'd be like, economy this, economy that. Mr. Vice President, your turn. This nigga was on the plane with Epstein with the girls. Fuck the economy. That nigga was fucking kids. Now y'all want to elect? If you fuck with him, you fucking with pedophilia. That would be my whole shit.
The whole thing.
That would be my whole.
He hasn't paid taxes for all of these years. You know what he was doing in these years? On private jets with Epstein. Bro, so that's the money he was embezzling from his tax money he was spending on underage. This nigga was
on this plane 12 times, y'all. If I go to my homie house 12 times, and he do some shit, I'm getting investigated.
Right.
If I go to his house, we could be.
As a black man, if I'm riding in the car passenger seat,
I'm getting investigated. You was on the plane
multiple times. There and back.
In the documentary, they was just up there like he was fucking her on the plane, and I just looked away. It stank in this motherfucker. Y'all getting this recycled Badussi air. Oh fuck no! And I don't even know. It ain't even Badussi because white people got shit like cocks. So it's like fucking cock air. Yeah, nigga, that's wild, bro. This nigga's sick. So sick. Y'all motherfuckers crazy. Fucking with me. Yeah.
So what do you do in November? Afterwards.
Oh, after we all like vote and change the world and shit.
I mean, what's going to happen is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, something else is going to happen regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What do you do?
Hunker down. You get ready. You get you get as ready as you can. Like, cause I think everybody still. This would, I think, be more for the people who have this still notion, and I get it. You get tired. You want to be able to go, but once you vote, and say it's a fucking landslide, Biden, like that does not mean that all of a sudden the world has changed.
No, absolutely not.
They like
all those people we're pissed off at, they don't just disappear.
If anything, I would say for y'all to pay attention to what's going on in like the Senate and like shit like that. Like all the fucked up things he's done policy wise, like now it's like, oh, how do we undo this? How do we not have another series of Obama-isms where they were like, oh no nigga, like just because you're the president, we're going to block and go out of our way to block shit. Because that was even that thing like on the on that post you sent where it was like he said another lie Trump said, he was like, yeah, this that and the third from one of Obama's bills, and it was like, nigga, that shit never even was able to come into fruition because they blocked the shit. So there is no money that it took because y'all never let it go through.
Right.
Like, it could have been for like, I think it was like for energy or some shit like that.
Which I think that always gets me upset. Just to take a slight detour when it comes to Obama's administration, you have people of color, and I use that term loosely for them, that are supporters of Trump, that'll try to say, well, what did Obama do? He didn't do nothing for us. He didn't do nothing for our people. You gloss over the fact that he tried. It's me versus a house full of Republicans. I am trying. Mm-hmm. That's like, this ain't like Michael Jordan and Space Jam versus, the Monstars. Like it's me versus the whole Looney Tunes roster. And all these clowns are not letting me do shit. And you can't say, he didn't do nothing for us. They won't let me. I can't just, as a president, I'm not a dictator. I could be,
I
like Trump's trying to be.
I would say, like, definitely, like, I think, like my usual thing, like, everybody can get some of this smoke. Because I think, one, they definitely blocked him. Two, I would have loved to see Obama at least a second term, just even if you're not going to, you are, like, I felt like he doubled down too much on being, this poised individual. Like, he had more right than anything. You motherfuckers is ass, bro.
Right.
Like, all y'all out, like, your ass, you fucking Republicans is ass. All y'all out there, like, he don't got to say it like this, but he could have swung a bit more dick. And I know, like, some of his critiques sometimes, I would say, if anything, the Obama thing should definitely make us as a unit do this election better or any election better, because people like have critiqued that, under his administration there wasn't a lot of policies and stuff that were good for us, which, not absolving him of that, but also it's like, okay, well, we got to play the game. If you're gonna play this politics,
you're gonna be a part of it. You have
whatever.
to be a part of it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, then you do what all these other groups do, because all these other groups are like, I don't fuck with none of these niggas. What we do is we pool our money together, and it's like, yo, bro, we got 10 mil right now, like, but in order for you to get that, you're gonna do this, and we're gonna
He had to get Osama bin. Osama bin Laden. He had to get Osama bin Laden just to be able to, like, all right, you guys gonna let me get them healthcare now, right?
Yeah, it's like,
I gotta do something that nobody else was doing in order just to get one little step.
And then even like, residual effects of the policies he put in order. That bro is coming in now and is like, I did that. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You had nothing to do with that. You are fucking up the results of that, actually, if you want to be terribly specific.
Yeah, it's just like, because I'm not the most educated all the times, especially on like recent political things. Like, people miss that at all the time.
Yeah.
So it's weird to see people like drop half-ass fucking knowledge, or they'll drop some shit. Like, you can definitely be abreast on Fox News, be abreast on CNN and MSNBC, and be able to kind of go get some,
which is all propaganda.
Yeah, and then you still have to do your due diligence to go find news and outlets that it's
not news.
That shit. You have to go find the information that is not biased, that is just, look, this is what it is, and then you can determine an actual opinion. But y'all really, in whichever way you're arguing from your fucking stance, like, you are, well, this is what it says, you racist, like, because you know that whole fucking organization over there is on
our history books were racist and shit. So damn well any other information you can find online is superbly biased.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just like, and even on like the liberal side of shit, like, I guess my shit would probably lean more super liberal or whatever, if you had to put a label on it, I guess. But
it was written by the Panthers.
Yeah, but and even that shit, like, cause I be sitting there even looking at some of this shit they be saying, I'm like, y'all niggas just saying wild shit too, like, just some shit is just dumb, like everything, like y'all,
like 21 Savage said earlier.
Yeah, like you just
like you ain't really gangster. You ain't really doing this for real. You just slow.
Dumb.
You just slow. You just saying some shit and you just blurting it out.
Like I think we would definitely have more. I think we would just have more takeaway to just like be able to discern information like other groups do. Like you don't see them always wilding out. They take their time and go, okay, I'm gonna tear this motherfucker up right here because this is where like it's just more tactical. That does not mean just because you didn't scream out the first person to scream out. We good for screaming out some shit on some tweets and some shit.
Definitely.
But on the other side, these motherfuckers are, for however much you want to beat their ass, myself included, but you got motherfuckers like the Proud Boys, and them motherfuckers will link the fuck up and like be ready to link up on some.
They have chat sites and chat rooms and Twitter account. They have all these things to where they can communicate. We got Shade Room and Black Twitter, where it's mostly like lady folk complaining about toxic femininity perspective stuff, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If you a nigga out here saying like, I got the motherfucking extendo, like,
where that?
Yeah, like I just don't see you niggas at the motherfucking.
Where that? We know in every hood all across America,
yeah,
there are multiple guns in all these neighborhoods. Share with your people.
Right about now, bro, like y'all could just roll up and just start swinging. Them niggas can't like what? Like
there's some gangs out here that you could literally pull up to one of these Proud Boy whoever rallies with a bus full of people, and as they getting off here, you take this, and give everybody a some sort of firearm with a scratched off serial number, and have leftovers. And we're not saying to go out and try to kill people.
Look, even if y'all just was like
hypotheticals, perhaps maybe
if y'all just wanted to smoke, like okay, you know what, I ain't beat a motherfucker ass. You could just be like, we're ready to fight. Okay, bet. See you in 20. See you in 20. I ain't got nothing to do today. I'm gonna beat your ass.
You want to meet over here by the fire hydrant?
Because and that's one thing where if they have their, because I'm okay with this being sides. Like I'm not. You don't have to be nice to them. You don't have to be like, oh, we have to be bigger. The bigger. Fuck all that. Fuck all. You're not obligated. A bully can get a bully's ass beat. If you know what I'm saying, don't go out starting shit. But if somebody fucks, you have full right to knock their motherfucking teeth out. Like what the fuck? Beat them niggas the fuck up. Like that's to me that's a declaration of war. Like if I see y'all like we're Proud Boys, fuck this, fuck that. They represent everything racist, and motherfuckers be wanting to like morally browbeat them. You just like if you're not ready to meet them, then I would say don't say anything to them at all. Don't say anything about them. Don't repost it because them niggas be saying all that shit and they be ready to like go for it. So if you're not ready to go for it, I'll be like,
are they really though?
Well, probably not, but we don't give them any reason to feel like they. If that's anything, I would say we don't give them enough reason to not.
But that's why I was asking, what do you do after the election? Because there have been posts and off all kinds, whether it's words or recordings or whatever, of multiple people saying after this election, there's going to be some smoke.
Yep. If
Trump wins, we out in the streets because we can be, and ain't none of you gonna stop us. Or if Biden wins, we out in the street because I'll be damned if we let this happen.
And my thing with them is to like, as much as people like are, you kind of like they putting the shit out on the table. Like if I'm not a person who, I don't want to go out here and start no shit. But if you say you gonna bring it to my door, I'm gonna treat it like that. Like okay, you bring it to my doorstep. I'm not obligated. I can give it right back to you in kind. You asked for this, okay. Well, I'm gonna give it back to you just like that. I'm not looking for it, but I'm not gonna run from it either.
No,
I think that's our thing. We kind of like.
It depends. Some of us, because I'm in the middle. Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm going to take the high road in some regards. I am now a reformed, angry individual, militant person. I'm mildly reformed. I don't mind punching you in the face if I have to. My hands are no longer registered, so I can hit somebody and not go to jail for it. So I'm cool. I don't mind it. But stay over there and let me figure out how we can make us better, because you're not even really part of the equation. But if you happen to bring that over here,
mm-hmm.
then I don't mind cracking you upside the skull. I tell people all the time, and this is a literal thing, I keep gloves in the car if you want to throw hands. Like I have them in the car at all times. I don't want to have to use them. I'd rather use it for recreation, but Stay prepared on all sides. That's where I stand. Be prepared on all. Be prepared to have a plan how to move yourself forward. Have a plan to move your people forward. Have a plan to move towards whooping some ass if you got to whoop some ass. Like, have a plan to leave if you need to leave. Have some A, B, C, and D. Have a plan for all of those just in case. Pick which one is most important to you and put that one into plan, and you adjust accordingly. That's where I'm at with it. But there are some people, like I've seen comments of some black people posting on like these types of comments and dog whistles that have been sent out. And they like, I hope they know that they kids is on the chopping block. Like, there's people out there that's really to like, you redneck and you want to bring that to our community. It's people out there that are willing to do what you have done to us and bomb some houses and set some shit on fire.
Yeah, I definitely am not saying, like, per the usual, it's not like go out and just start some shit. But this idea that we are just too timid to meet them where they at, where there's some type of grand moral payoff. No, like, and y'all wouldn't listen to Dr. King properly either. Like, y'all are taking this idea, and I understand it. Like, it is scary to go, okay, if we here, then it's just like a regular fight. Oh shit, we in a fight now. Like, we're here,
right?
But goddamn it, we here.
I don't think there's anything to be afraid of, because although we were not taught the full story of our history in this country, we know a little bit about the civil rights movement, and we know that they was out in the streets taking blows. We are bigger and stronger than they were back then. They were tougher than us, I can admit, because they had to suffer through more. But we are physically and aesthetically bigger and stronger than them in some regards. And they taking punches and eating them. All right, whatever. Like,
imagine if you just didn't eat them just because that's like, that was my thing about, I'm not championing, because it did get out of hand because it was just wanton nonsense. But you can't say that the riots didn't spark some, yo, we got to really get something together. Like, all this, when you march and you asking and whatever, that gives them time, man, fuck them niggas. But when it's like, yo, we'll look, if we go with it, motherfucker, like, y'all gonna stop this shit. And everybody was like, all right, damn, fuck, we'll something.
But that's the funny part, because you can tell that it bothers them and it worries those of their mindset. I don't want to label them because there's so many different labels over there. But they Antifa. They always bring up Antifa for quote unquote our side, and Black Lives Matter, which is a terminology. It's not really an organization, but that's a whole nother conversation. But they bring up Antifa as like, what do you do? They are extremists and they do this and they do that. You must really be worried about them within a short amount of time, because they were the ones really setting fires and shit. And it wasn't the Black Lives Matter protesters. Nope. It wasn't us out protesters. It was them. But you are really afraid of them because you saw what they can do in a short amount of time, and you don't want that getting out of hand. So you are afraid, which means it has shown you something that you do not want to happen, that you know has a possibility of happening. So for us, what do we do with that? Because you see that, you know what? We did the civil rights approach, which was, take them lumps on the head, don't really fight back too much. And it got some results that were temporary. We got a little comfortable with the results that we got from that, but we got some results. Then you have the new age, which is, you know what? I'll burn this bitch down. The white boy passed me the brick, but I'm going to throw it. That's a whole nother sidebar as well. Because when you think of, quote unquote, us versus them, which we're not creating a race war, but we have them on our side. It's not just black people. People of color, Republicans over there, Proud Boys over there. Us, it's us.
Yeah.
Americans.
I hear you. But nigga, this how I feel.
For the rest of the year?
Proud as dick, motherfucker. Cut down a little bit because we on the last minute, and be peaceful, but also whatever you said, carry a big stick, nigga. It's an American value. I'm American as fuck. You run up on me, I'ma bust your ass. You play with our country. We be bombing your shit and like living there forever because we trying to take resources. So they can't even call you not American. You American as fuck if you rock these Proud Boys in their motherfucking chin. And that's it for me. Love you.
Respectfully.
You can never ever.
Y'all niggas up here, y'all would not slide. Good night. Kids up here talking about stomp these motherfuckers.